The next 24 hours are going to be pretty damn interesting. There's no diplomatic channels. Nobody's talking to anybody. I don't understand how the United States as a nation somehow in the last 30 some odd years forgot the art of diplomacy. Oh, that's right. We have dumb idiot people. We don't have the talent that we had that would negotiate during the Cold War with the Soviet Union, with nuclear-armed missiles pointed at each other in the midst of great tumult, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, with diplomacy, so the world didn't blow up. Those people are gone.
Time for another epic segment with V the Guerrilla right here on ESW.
Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. No matter where in the heck in the world you are, it is V the Guerrilla with my main man, Cowboy. And we're at ESW Rogue News, folks. ESW Rogue News, the number one geopolitical, geostrategic, geoeconomic news show on planet Earth. And guys, I'll tell you right now, the data shows that 60% of you that watch us do not subscribe. We ask you to hit the subscribe button, hit us with a thumbs up, leave a comment. Doesn't cost you a penny to do so, and it helps us greatly over here on the channel. So make sure you do that. And also check out our paid sponsor, AlgoFactory.tech. AlgoFactory.tech. Whether the market's up or down or going sideways, learn to profit from the chaos. Learn to not only trade, but to build the algorithms that trade on your behalf 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. AlgoFactory.tech. Learn to trade like a hedge fund pro. And with that being said, Cowboy, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good. How you doing, man?
I mean, I don't know where to start, Cowboy. I don't know where to start. We have the president of the United States. We have the president of the United States saying that a civilization will die today.
Good times.
Civilization. This is after that wonderful, colorful Easter message. Telling them
what was that about? He's pulled a Mike Tyson. Praise be Allah.
Yeah, like this is Easter Sunday. And what does he do? He's open the straits, you open the open the effing straits, you crazy bastards. Otherwise, we're gonna whatever. And praise be to Allah, Donald J. Like, what is this disgusting? I can't believe this lame duck idiot is president. It's going to go down in history as the greatest political ruse. It's going to go down in history as the greatest political rug pull ever. And today, a civilization will die. There is a civilization that's dying these days, and that's us, the Western civilization. That's who's dying. Why? Because we've been co-opted, we've been subverted, we've been absolutely neutered, we've been cajoled, we've been cuckolded, we've been emasculated, you name it. And we're the ones who are dying. Talk to a few friends of mine.
Did you see the following tweet from Trump?
No, what's the following? Pull it up, man. Let's
see he has like these tattoos on his face, like right here. And
like Mike Tyson?
Yeah, like he's got like the Mike Tyson tat. He goes, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna find an Ayatollah's children, I'm gonna eat his children. Praise be Allah.
You're funny. Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat his children.
So now today's bridge destroying day, not bridge building. When you look at Trump, the man is crashing out. And people are like, oh, this is part of, again, more 5D chess. Oh, this is, trying to get the Iranians to the negotiating table. Folks, here's the truth. The Iranians already come forward and said, we have not talked to this moron or his idiotic, stupid son-in-law or the Israeli assets that are within his administration. I remember when Harry Truman, wrote back in the day right after World War II, when the OSS was disbanded and the CIA was being created, Harry Truman's like, what the hell is all these Brits doing in my administration? I can't throw a rock without hitting a Brit. Now it's the complete inverse. How many Israeli dual citizenships are in this administration? How many Zionists, Israeli firsters are within the Trump administration right now? Completely subverted America first, completely destroyed it, dismantled it, right? How many of them are right now in the situation that they're in? Like, it's incredible. It's incredible to me, Cowboy. A civilization will end. A civilization will end. And we got our buddies over at Zero Hedge. Iran says all diplomatic comms with the U.S. is suspended. Let me just put this here. After Trump warns of a whole civilization will die tonight. Tehran Times, all communications with the U.S. side is suspended, after which the New York Times confirms this after Trump's Tuesday's morning threat. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Like, the level of arrogance is incredible, right? Karg Island, heavily bombed in preparation for potential U.S. Marine Special Forces ground seizure. You got to understand, Karg Island, folks, let me explain something to you. The Iranians knew for the last 47 years that Karg Island is going to be a major jumping off point for any sort of U.S. operations, whether they took down the Iranian defenses, whether they didn't, whatever the circumstances are, Karg Island was going to be a target. So they prepared for Karg Island. People think that all of Iran's energy is flowing out of Karg Island. It's not. But many U.S. planners believe so. And a lot of the U.S. generals who are against this suicide spelunking we're about to do in Iran have either resigned or were fired by the chief, the Secretary of War, Hennessy Hegseth. Hennessy Hegseth, after, drunk on his power, has removed any sort of general that's been against this, right? So now we have a clear runway for the absolute and abject total humiliation of the United States if this stupidity doesn't end. And folks, let me tell you, like Cowboy said it and I said it, we talked about earlier in the last week, we said the strait is open, only if you pay in non-dollar terms. The strait's open. So at least many of the nations of the world get to, avert famine, because that was my biggest concern. They had to do something. So Iran started taking payments in non-dollar terms. And now, the only ones, and that even France is like, yeah, we'll go along with it. And Macron, cut a deal with the Iranians, and the French are able to pass. NATO and the Atlanticists are officially dead. The French are out. The Germans, they're probably next. They're probably next. And then the Swiss, and then everybody else. But it's the U.S. that's this hard line. The country that thinks, okay, we're going to go to Karg, and we're going to take out Karg Island. Folks, the Iranians for 47 years have been making Karg Island the absolute perfect trap. Watch what happens. If we go into Karg Island, you're going to have American soldiers coming back in body bags in droves. It's going to be a political nightmare. And I don't think the Trump administration, which is surrounded by Zionists, actually care. I don't think they care. I don't think they give a rat's rear end. Because when it comes to greater Israel, when it comes to making the Zionist nation of Israel great, Trump will pull out all the stops. Recently, the new budget passed, right? $1.5 trillion more for the military. I don't know what that's going to do exactly. But in the process, cutting massive amounts of money from farmers, from people that need it most in this country, and diverting it to the military incompetent complex. And folks, I've said this since day one. Since day one, when I first stepped on the scene, I said every dollar spent in defense can be $2 to $3 you could be creating in the private sector, right? Defense spending is wasteful. It is absolutely wasteful. And you'll see it from all the piece of junk military equipment we have. It's absolutely wasteful. But it's not going to stop Trump. Israel has begun attacking Iran's railway infrastructure. And if you look at videos, do we have that video of Tel Aviv? You want to pull that up?
Yeah, stand by.
Yeah. Telling civilians not to take trains. Cancellations across the country. The IRGC is defiant. Announces new retaliatory attacks on petrochemical plants in eastern Saudi Arabia. Iran's 10-point counter to the U.S. 15-point ceasefire shows signs of willingness to... Look at this. This is Tel Aviv last night. This is Tel Aviv. Play it, Cowboy.
I was muted. Do you want sound or no?
We don't need sound. There's nothing on there. You just play the video. Look at this. Look at these people going up. Bang! I don't know if those are pieces or bodies flying through the air. Look at this crap, boy. Wow!
I think they're pieces, but there's like people screaming in the background. Like it's horrific, dude.
It's great. And show them the other video of Tel Aviv, the street level view.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Let me.
This will give you an idea. And a lot of we've also had IDF soldiers that are self-deleting themselves. They're self-deleting left and right. Look at this. This is Tel Aviv. Oh my God! I don't know where they're going to do I don't know where the power gaze of Tel Aviv. I don't know what they're going to be doing this year for the Pride Parade.
Decomposing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a lot of the area is going to look like this, and we're just not shown the extent of it. Just like it's really easy for certain friends of ours to deny that our bases all got blown up. It's just, you know, there's like media blackout. But here and there, you're going to see some stuff. And to me, stuff like this, it could be one of two things, or one of three. It could be just a representation. Fine. Okay. Number two, it's like cockroaches. You get like one of them on the floor. There's 100 in the walls. And of course we have to be fair, take the other side, say this could be an amplification, but I'm going to lean on cockroaches because this war has been going on for what, a month and a week.
Yeah.
And Iran has like, according to Pompeo of all people, Iran's got enough missiles to blow Israel up like several times.
Several times over. They've been working on this for 47 years. The lines of succession, logistics, backup logistics, backup logistics, backup to the backup to the backup to logistics, plan A, B through Z. They have it all covered, all the bases covered, what was going to happen. They have it all planned. This is a civilization that was one of the early advents of chess, was in Iran, right? Was in Persia. So they're well prepared for
chess.
This. Huh?
5D chess.
5D chess. Exactly. So they're well prepared, right? In a call with Fox's Brett Baird, Trump says 8 p.m. deadline today could change if negotiations move forward. But what negotiation? This guy's literally talking to himself. Maybe he's got one of Jared Kushner's jerky boys giving him a call, giving Trump a call and be like, yes, we are the IRGC. We are going to negotiate. I mean, this is Trump. He could be talking. You know that Fisher-Price toy? The little toy telephone, the Fisher-Price one that's popular?
Yeah, like the little, like when we were kids.
I bet my bottom dollar that's the phone that Trump is using to negotiate. I bet it looks like that. Now, here's the IDF soldier. His name is Eliyahu Yohanan. Or Yohanan Eliyahu. That's his name. He's a captain in the IDF, just got back from southern Lebanon.
And be careful how you say this.
Himself. What?
Just careful how you say it.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. He's self-deleted.
And for the censors out there, he's on Twitter getting rid of his profile, just very aggressively off the top of a building.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%. This is where we, because you can't keep, like, it's crazy, man. Look at this. I got a clip here from, this is incredible to witness this. There are many people that are absolutely just mayors that have stepped forward. They're absolutely tired of having their cities blown up, begging Netanyahu to stop. Here, play this from Kim.com on Twitter.
Give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. On Twitter, I mean on X.
This
is 450 missiles hit Israel in minutes.
Give me a second here.
This is all part of last night's attack, man. Incredible. You can put the volume on this one too.
Oh, I'll have to reshare it. If you hear some laughing in the background, it's my daughter. She's having a great time.
No, I don't hear anything.
Right, good. Then turn the volume up. Look at that.
Wow.
How many missiles hit, did you say?
450, bro.
In what time?
In a matter of minutes.
Dude, yeah. I think what we're looking at, honestly, like, okay, Trump doing the Trump thing, but what does he always do? He makes these big statements, and then he chickens out, right?
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, if he doesn't, then we're looking at maybe a lot of people dying soon in America as well. Like if he goes and blows up the infrastructure, blows up all the
holy schnazzers. Whoa, let me send you this.
You got another one?
Holy crap, man. Look at this thing. This is one of the most secret Israeli military bases and radar in Haifa. Just got blown up. In broad daylight, no less. Go ahead. Cowboy, play this one. Yo! Crazy! Hey, pull up the image of Abu Azriel, the agent of death. This is one of the special commanders that's in Iran, and they're mobilizing. And I want to, and once you there he is. Look at this guy.
Oh shoot! I was like talking and muted. I need to stop muting myself. Those explosions in that prior video, those look like hypersonics to me.
Yeah, they are. Well, there's no doubt. Now, here's another clip I just sent you with. It's a good contract. I just happened to find this between Abu Israel, and I just sent you the clip. Abu Azriel and the Iranian IRGC, and then you see
the IDF same guy on this clip.
Yeah, same guy. Yep, on this clip. I just sent it to you.
You're standby.
This is who the IDF is. This is why they love going after women and children. The IDF, fucking cowards. No comparison.
The IDF guys. Versus like
no comparison.
Yeah, they're done. There's also this one here I found. Like, look at these guys. Do you really think these IDF guys?
Oh yeah, look at them. Amazing.
Look, this guy in the front, the big boy. He's got his knee pads like ready to go. You see the one in the front got his knee pads ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was in that bunker that we talked about that last show. I don't want to get too far into that though.
I'm sure he was. He was with the power bottoms of Tel Aviv. The power bottoms of Tel Aviv.
Yeah, and then of course we got Ben Gvir. If you want me to show that one.
Yeah, show Ben Gvir. If I was in a room with Ben Gvir, boy, I tell you.
Look at this fat,
disgusting human being. Look at this piece of crap. He's
well,
talking about. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what he's saying. He's saying, look, they just passed a law allowing them to kill Palestinian POWs, execute them. So he goes, oh, we've captured them. Now the only thing we have to do is take their life, kill them. That's what they want to do. Folks, you got to understand, this is an irredeemable country. The culture that has grown up there, the supremacist culture that has grown up there, and that has weeded its way into all of the Western world, pitting black against white, haves against have-nots, gays versus straights, all of this stuff. Everywhere you freaking look, this is an irredeemable country. It needs to be quarantined from the rest of the world. It needs to be curtailed. It needs to be brought to heel in a big way. It's incredible to witness. when this thing is over, the world better get together and be like, yeah, no more Zionism, no more greater Israel. Either you get along with the rest of humanity and we come up with a two-party or a two-state solution, or that's it. You can die like pariahs.
Or live like pariahs, you know.
Or live like pariahs. I mean, let's be honest. If aid was cut from Israel, the rats will be fleeing the sinking ship within moments.
Well, they did just send a bunch of I guess they're calling them Israeli refugees, and they're sending them over to Brazil. 300,000 of them. I don't know if you've been paying attention to, you know. First of all, let's back up. What did you say 2 years ago, V, to Algo Factory before anybody talked about it? The new Monroe, right?
Yeah.
U.S. retreating for the rest of the world. Western
focus on the Western Hemisphere.
So if you look at South America, one of the battles that's been going on, and you know, okay, let's forget our hate for Trump for just a minute. You know, there's been a battle between, like, in Brazil, your sort of WEF type people, and then kind of the non-WEF type people, right? That's been going on for years. You know, there's that judge down there, and then they got rid of Bolsonaro, and you know, I don't know if you all followed that, but that was a clear division at that time. So with all of that going down, now all of a sudden they get in Milei. Now, what you don't know about Milei is he has very tight ties with Israel. They got pictures of him.
He's a cousin of Netanyahu, and Milei is short for Milikowski, which is Netanyahu's actual last name.
There you have it. So very tight ties. You got him, you know, down there, and now they
burned all the land down there, bro. They burned all the land.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, and now it's being bought up by Israelis.
What happened in Palisades in certain areas of Hawaii, in Maui?
Land was burned.
Yeah, land was burned, and then people were not allowed to go and fix their land. And all of a sudden, now they want to sell it off for Section 8.
Yeah, Section 8. Who runs Section 8?
They want to turn it into the shtetl. Who owns Section 8? Good question. I didn't know he owned it. I thought it was a government program.
No, it is a government program. But which organizations? Name the organizations that benefit the most from Section 8 and how many properties they own and what are their last names.
Oh, well, I can guess about the last names. So sure, it's a metal, some kind of a precious metal, and it ends in like Stein or Berg. But then you have organizations. Let me think. Well, you can't say ADL because that's not an organization. I mean, it is, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and lay it out for us, V.
Say again?
Which organizations? Tell us.
I mean, there's several. I'm not even going to start naming them here for fear of reprisals, but you know, there's several organizations that benefit from Section 8. I know that from being in the Northeast, being in New York, and also like they're active in LA and whatnot. It's the I call it the poverty industry. Okay, there's a multi-billion-dollar poverty industry that's in this country, and they profit off of keeping people poor. They profit in collecting hundreds of millions of dollars from the government, and out of the hundreds of millions collected, very few of that actually reaches the people, and things are built and services are rendered in the most inefficient, cheapest ways possible, not benefiting anyone. It's a graft. It's a total grift that's going on within the poverty industry here between homelessness, affordable housing, and whatnot. And I'll tell you, man, it's you know, there's certain organizations that have long-standingly benefited from this, and the agencies that the people that work in them, the agencies that are filled with these kinds of people are members of the tribe that belongs to the Levant. You know, there are a lot of Zionists are slumlords. You know, it is what it is. You know,
well, there you go. You know, I mean, it's pretty traceable. So they're burning up land. Like it seems that there's this whole, and this actually, we've taken our eyes off of like the WEF and Davos, and that hasn't gone away. You know, it ain't going away. Now that whole Great Reset thing. Gus posted that thing in our chat yesterday. Look, I for one don't think that the tribe is the only problem. I think they're a major problem. And I think they're behind a lot of the stuff that we're seeing at the WF and Davos and all that stuff. You got two sides of it. As Gus says, you got the Bolshevik side, and then you have the what's the other one, V? The one that wants us to go bomb brown people in the Middle East, whatever side that is.
Yeah.
You have that side. So you got the Zionist side, the Greater Israel side, and then you got the Bolshevik side. So it's two arms, two wings of the same beast. One wing is out to like weaken and destroy your nation through mass immigration and all these social policies that completely deplete the middle class of any wealth, and they pretty much take away all of your culture, and they make your kids want to be the opposite sex, whatever. And then the other side is the one that's, okay, let's flip a switch. We'll get Trump in with the sole purpose of bombing Iran, which is actually not my idea. Someone else said that. But in a sense, the reason that Kamala had a hard time getting voted in was because of the connections that she had to the Levant. Just so y'all get that. Part of the reason that her own base wouldn't vote for her is because her and even Biden, their connection to the Levant, to Israel, was too strong. So a lot of people didn't want it. And the left are done. The left are done with Israel. They want nothing to do with them. And the right, the young people in the right, are done as well. It's the boomers that are still following the BS, right? So long story short, you got those two sides, and what V is talking about is definitely the case. We're just in that side where, okay, now the right has taken over, having us bomb people for the Middle East. But that WEF stuff is not going away, and I'm telling you, they're behind it. And this whole burning things, burning land and all that stuff, I mean, V, you know what it's about, right? Their whole concept is they can't build without destroying.
Right.
They need to destroy Western civilization before they can build their, I don't know, whatever hyper-capitalist, communist in name utopia. They want serfdom, and not in a good way. They want it straight up where they have all the power and you have nothing. And I'm telling you, Davos and WF are coming back if Israel has its way in this war. That's what's going to happen. We're going to come right back. It's going to be 2020 again. We're going to get another lockdown. We're going to get, eat the bugs and tranny school time and all that stuff's coming back. And, if Israel has its way in this war. So that's what I got to say about it.
No, it truly is, man. And, the rhetoric, the next 24 hours are going to be pretty damn interesting. That's all I got to say. The next 24 hours are going to be pretty damn interesting into how things are going to really, play itself out. There's no diplomatic channels. Nobody's talking to anybody. I don't understand how the United States as a nation somehow in the last 30 some odd years forgot the art of diplomacy. Oh, that's right. We have dumb idiot people. We don't have the talent that we had back in the days, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Real talented individuals that would negotiate during the Cold War with the Soviet Union. They would negotiate with the Soviet Union with nuclear-armed missiles pointed at each other in the midst of great tumult, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, being able to talk through with diplomacy so the world didn't blow up. Those people are gone. It's replaced by neocons, Zionists, replaced by psychopaths, and some of the most miseducated midwits the world has ever seen. And this is who's making policy. And you got a dumbass president who says the most insane things. And we have people in D.C. They're saying, oh, maybe Trump might use nukes. Freaking idiots. If that, God help us, if even a tactical nuke goes off, God help us, and that we're the ones who did it. If that were to happen, it was nice knowing all of you. It has been an honor to be here serving you guys, and I'll see you all on the other side, because that's where the world's going to go, and rapidly. You can't put the genie back in the bottle in that regard. You just can't. And yet, with very freely, very loosely. Why? Because a stupid, uneducated, midwit, Hollywood-conditioned, pop culture-formed brain with loosely and very cavalierly, with great, and with braggadocious and all the bravado will talk so loosely about using nuclear weapons. It's incredible. Like the founding fathers, the great statesmen. God, what a history we had. The great statesmen of the United States are turning in their graves. This current crop of morons. God help us all, Cowboy. God help us all.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Trump always chickens out, so we'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah, he always chickens
backs
out.
up.
I mean, you really think? Let's do the math real quick, though. You look at what's going on over there. The only way that we win, that we won't win a ground invasion. We only have a 250,000 people who are like trigger pullers in our military, and they have a 1 million man army, and it's their territory, right? So a ground invasion is simply not going to work. It ain't going to happen. Secondly, if we did, you're talking about complete and total war. Like if we did a ground invasion and went in there, first of all, our people will probably get decimated. You know, they're not going to, our tanks, our ships, all that, every single asset in the region is going to be gone and all those soldiers could be left there without any help. Right. I mean, think about it. What was that documentary back in 2021? Who was the name of that general, V?
Oh, Van Riker.
Is it Van Riker? So tell us a little bit about that again, just real quick for the people.
General Van Riker was a retired, highly decorated United States Marine general, Vietnam vet, seen Desert Storm. This guy is a Marine's Marine, absolute blood and guts kind of guy. And Van Riker was called upon by the United States Department of Defense to wargame what an invasion on Iran would look like. And suffice to say, using some of the most low-tech means possible, what Van Riker created was an exercise that sent the entire United States Navy into the bottom of the Persian Gulf. All the ships were turned into coral reefs. The land forces were decimated, and he did so very quickly and efficiently. And Van Riker's whole point was technology is not the main thing, shouldn't be as the crutch to be leaned upon in order to win wars, which is something that the U.S. Military incompetent complex never adhered to. So suffice to say, what they did is they, rather than taking Van Riker's input and thoughts and his ideas and his solutions, they completely
they buried it.
They buried it. They bagged the entire exercise, canceled the whole entire thing, didn't want to listen to anything, la 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 la. And they went on. Why? Because America's not about war. It's about the business of war. It's about the public relations of war. It's about the market. Why? Because the military incompetent complex, as well as manufacturing, as well as everything else that is in this country, is a cottage industry to finance. Meaning that whatever the military incompetent complex does, or manufacturing and defense contractors do, it is simply to boost the stock prices and be the suckling pig to Wall Street. That's all it is. It's their entire purpose. Okay, the country's not built for war against a real peer rival. Look at how we rescued one guy, spent $1 billion, lost like 9 aircraft. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Well, yeah, you got everything that when you financialize an economy and you move away from physical production, then the opportunity for graft becomes extremely prevalent, right? Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
That sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the easiest place to push money?
The military.
Military.
Yeah, so when these idiots are, when this grifter and his grifting family talks about, raising 1.5 trillion into the military, it's not going to improve the military. Think about it. Have you seen close-up pictures of our ships and aircraft carriers out at sea? Right? They're all decaying and falling apart. You can see right through them. There's like rust holes on the hulls and whatnot. It's incredible. So the last several decades, all the trillions being spent in the military has done very little to improve the military. Because it's not about improving the military. It's about creating shareholder value. That's what it's about. And we're going to pay. We're going to pay a big price if we go into and real arm. We put boots on the ground. It'll be over for us, and it's already over for us, folks. I'm already existing in the post-dollar world. You should also be making preparations because look, it's not the collapse of all things. It's not the end of all things. What we're witnessing is the end of the dollar. We're witnessing the end of Pax Americana and U.S. supremacy. We're witnessing the end of the dollar as the king. That's what we're witnessing the end to. And it's open, and this will entail the largest transfer of wealth in human history. You position yourself correctly, you're going to do well. You're going to do well.
Oh,
Cowboy.
yeah. No, I'm with you. Look, yeah, I think we're at a key point. I think it's a very dangerous time. I don't know what games are being played. I don't know how serious Trump is about blowing up, infrastructure. I think it's interesting that we're seeing war crimes openly talked about. Israel openly talking about killing Palestinian POWs. I mean, killing POWs is that's like a war crime. That's an old war crime. You don't kill POWs. You put them in camps. You treat them well. That's how it goes, right? You treat them well enough. You're not, as far as bombing civilian infrastructure, major war crime. You can't do that. And we're talking about doing it openly, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing when people okay, we accidentally hit this, we're sorry. But when you're talking about we're going to blow up all of your infrastructure, you're literally killing 100 million people. If Trump blows up all of their infrastructure, 90 million people will die.
Yep.
Do you really think that he wants the genocide of 90? He will put himself at the top of that list of genocides at that point. A man who cares about his legacy. I don't think that's realistic.
He's on his way out, man.
And I think it's BS. I don't think he's going to do it. You got a guy who's obsessed with his legacy. He wants to put his signature.
Well, I'll let Trump speak for himself. Here's a clip for Trump talking about his talking about how he feels about the Iranians. This is BB's mouth coming out of him again. Go ahead, man. Play this clip. I just texted it to you.
You put the link in there?
Yeah, link's there.
I don't believe he's going to do it. I think it's some kind of.
I don't think I don't believe he can do it. Not because he doesn't have the will to do it, because it's just impossible for the military to do.
Well, I think it's possible for them to blow up all the infrastructure. I think that's not that hard to do.
They'll be from a long way out, man. It's going to be difficult. I mean, if they move air defenses, that'll be very difficult to do. Go ahead. Play.
Sorry, I got to redo that with sound. You want sound, right?
Sound, yes.
All right. Yeah, I think they could just do it with missiles. I don't think it's that hard to do. I think what makes it hard to do is you're genociding an entire people.
Yeah.
God, hold on, man. I'm having a hard time finding this damn clip.
No problem.
I think I might have canceled it. Copy. Apologies, people. Apologies, audience. All right. There, got the clip up. And we're going to share the screen with sound. Yeah, I think it's easy enough, like I said, to blow up that infrastructure. I think, does he really want a genocide on his hands? I don't think he does. I don't think he'll do it. I think it's easy to do. I don't think he'll do it. Share. All right, good.
Good.
It's hard to hear. The sound on the video is low.
Right.
The Obama horrible Iran nuclear deal. I stopped him in a lot of different ways.
Mr. President, how would it not be a war crime to strike Iran's bridges and power plants?
Okay.
Because they killed 45,000 people in the last month, more than that.
I'll just have to say it because we can't hear him. Said, how would it not be a war crime to blow up their bridges and power plants? He said, because they killed 45,000 people.
It could be as much as 60. They killed protesters.
They killed protesters.
Animals.
They're animals.
And we have to stop them, and we can't let them have.
We got to stop them, blah, blah, blah. We can't let them, blah, blah, blah.
They want a nuclear weapon. They've been trying for a long time.
They're going to try to get a nuke. We can't let them have a nuke.
Horrible Iran nuclear deal. I stopped him.
I stopped Obama's horrible nuclear deal. None of it's making any sense.
It's just the incoherent old geezer, just blabbering at the mouth. An incoherent geezer. I am tired of the octogenarian ruling class, folks. I am tired of the octogenarian ruling class. If you're over 60, you shouldn't be holding public office, period.
Yeah, I think
55 should be the cutoff.
Minimally a cognitive test. And you know what? Let's do it even better. I think there should be a physical fitness test.
You know, the cognitive tests are so simple. They're not even that advanced. It's not enough. There's got to be a real cognitive test, not the baby one for like a fourth grader to pass, which is what they give out to these people. It's incredible.
Oh, I think they should do, like I said, they should do a fitness test too. Like, maybe not military level, but they should be able to do something that makes them like really fit in order to do it.
Shit.
Really fit.
Breaking news, buddy.
You got a link?
Yep. I got a link. Here we go. Breaking news.
There it is.
Russia announces that all future oil and gas deals with Europe will be priced in Chinese yuan.
Oh, hold on a sec. That's funny. I love it. I'm good with that.
I love it.
There it is right there. Putin letting you know.
The real boss.
From this agreement, European. Okay, so from Iran to fulfill its obligations. Let's roll it back. Yeah. This is Putin talking. Iran has been fulfilling all of its obligations under the famous agreement that we just mentioned. I don't know if he's talking about. He said that's it. No claims can be made against Iran. Then the United States unilaterally decided to withdraw, probably JCPOA, from this agreement. And the Europeans continued to demand from Iran that it fulfill its obligations. I'm sorry, but that's just nonsense. Iran didn't pull out of the agreement. The U.S. did. Former President Trump made a decision to withdraw from the agreement, and the Europeans something, and it's not good, and the Americans pulled out, but you Iranians must comply with everything. Why the hell should Iranians do it? Sorry, it sounds a bit rude in Russian. He's saying, Iran has been fulfilling all of its obligations. Okay, that's the video. Yeah. So there you go. This is actually, think about that, V, what he said. It's like, we made an agreement, Iran fulfilled, U.S. pulled out, the Europeans demand that Iran continues to honor an agreement that doesn't exist anymore because the U.S. pulled out of it. Talk about JCPOA, I can almost guarantee it. So yeah, dude, it's come to the point where I don't think we're going to bomb their infrastructure. I think we're just going to continue to get spanked over there. I think you're right about Karg, though. I think you made a right call about Karg. I think they built it into a trap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They want troops to be there. Well, they want the troops to land in Karg. Look at this, bro.
Go ahead.
Look at this video, bro. This is crazy. This is from last night, man. Holy moly! This is more of the devastation in Tel Aviv. Bro.
There,
yeah, just put them like that. This is.
Yeah, I think. I wonder if Iran has developed other like pipelines or ways to transport their oil.
Oh, they have. They have. Mostly oils through the pipelines. Yeah, mostly oils are within like underground pipelines and stuff.
Yeah, so they dude, if they did that, that'd be a genius move on their part.
Yeah, Karg is a minuscule part of their entire operations.
Okay, let me put this back on the screen. There we go. Hit play. This is Israel?
This is Israel last night. Look at this, dude.
It's Tel Aviv?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty that's just brutal, dude. Like I will
fires burning look at all the embers, the smoke.
I'm gonna just
unbelievable.
I'm just gonna say it here, dude. I don't think we're gonna bomb their infrastructure tonight. I would put that at a very low probability that we're gonna do that, because that's World War III, dude. Trump is not gonna kill 80 million people. He's not gonna do it. And if if you're right and they can't do it, that's even better. I actually think they can. I don't think it's that hard.
Oh, by the way, Iran just announced they have lifted all restrictions on missile targeting. They will hit. They've lifted all restrictions. This is from Daily Iran News. The IRGC Missile Command. We announced the end of all targeting restrictions. We will strike infrastructure in a manner that will deprive the United States and regional countries of oil and gas resources for years to come. Orders have been transmitted to local bases and operations and will begin immediately. So if we try to go, in other words, the desalination plants and power plants up and down from Israel, gone. They hit the desalination plants. It's the end of Israel.
Yeah.
This is daylight. This is Tel Aviv in daylight. Here, play this clip.
All right.
This is Tel Aviv.
Well, back to what they said, what you just said. They said they will target. They'll have targets that will deprive the U.S. of its oil. We make our own oil.
No. They'll deprive the United States and regional countries of oil and gas resources for years to come. Like they're, you know what I'm saying? Like we do get some imports out of there because of our lack of refining capacity, right? So they'll hit that, but the point is it'll hit the allies and especially Israel the most. This is Tel Aviv this morning, bro.
Makes sense.
Look at this.
Makes sense what you say.
Yeah.
Where's this?
Look at this. This is Tel Aviv this morning.
Dude. Yeah, they must have gotten spanked last night.
Good for them.
Well, hey, Trump's escalating to de-escalate, right?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Isn't that what he's doing?
Yeah.
That's how things work. You escalate to de-escalate. You lose to win. Isn't that what you do? You lose to win?
Exactly.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Iran just released a statement. We will never bow down before pedophiles and genociders.
Did you really say that?
We have seen the fate of those who lay down their arms before them. Death with dignity is better than a life of humiliation. We will fight and defend our country and bring these war criminals to such an end that their pride will be ground into the dust. We will switch off the oil and gas for many, many years to come.
Well, yeah, think about this for a minute. And actually, this came from a clip I saw of Nick Fuentes. He made the point, and we've made this before, but it's good to hear from other people
that Iran is fighting for all of us.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
What he said was that the people who suffer the most from the oil not getting through the strait are going to be Asia first, if they can't get it, which they're getting it now, right? Europe is actually going to suffer a lot because they get a lot of their oil through that strait. Like the U.S., yeah, we'll suffer. We'll get around it. We can figure out how to get the oil that we need from elsewhere. But the immediate problem is going to be for Asia, but then it's not for them because Asia will pay and they'll get theirs through the strait. And it's going to be Europe because Europe is friends with the U.S.
Yeah, Europe is, and this is why Macron broke rank and cut deals with Iran already, so they allow the French ships to go through.
Exactly. So if we're going to escalate, that's just going to punish a lot of people besides us. And this is why you were talking about a lot of phone calls coming, right?
Yep.
So I think today's bluster, I think we'll be fine. I don't think there will be any blowing up of infrastructure. I don't think Trump's going to kill 80 million.
He can't. No. He can't. And all he can do is continue to crash out and make nonsensical statements on X on his stupid Truth Social bullshit.
Well, this is okay.
And you got the magnetoid spinning it.
This is what it looks like when an empire retracts. This is the retraction of an empire.
Yep.
And it's something that we've talked about. And the way I see it is that Trump would not be allowed to retract by Israel. Israel would not allow Trump to leave the Middle East. So Iran does it for us. I'm not saying it's part of a plan or a 5D chat. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this empire is retracting. You called it out 2 years ago. And what we're seeing right now is how it's happening. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
We don't have to say the white hats and Q or any of that stuff.
No, screw that.
But it's like, and Joaquin Flores says it's like we've outsourced that particular foreign policy to Iran at this point. Yeah. Retracting your empire. Well, we can't do it. Iran to do it for us.
There's a reporter that asked Trump, why would the Iranian people want you to blow up their infrastructure? Trump's response, we have numerous intercepts from the Iranians saying, please keep bombing.
Please kill us?
Yeah, please keep bombing. Dude, who but a fucking shifty little motherfucker from the Levant would give the talking points to this idiot? This
I was going to say,
yeah.
Yeah, you said what I was going to say.
Yeah. That's who's writing all of this crap. That's who's in charge of the White House, so enjoy. We'll die for Israel.
This is, if you ask me, it's Israel and the empire in thrash mode. Like, you've seen it, right? You've seen where, okay, for my first fight was in like the first grade, right? So if you're a dude, you never been fought, like you got to be punched in the face in real life to get how this works. But if you ever see that guy on the playground who's just screaming and yelling and talking trash and someone just freaking knocks him down and he got nothing to say after that?
Yeah.
That's the US right now.
Correct.
That's the US empire right now. It's just yelling and screaming and just do one solid wallop in the face. Right. And that'll be it. You know, unless we go through with major war crimes. I just don't think it's going to happen, but whatever, you know, we'll see. Did he say midnight our time or what? Midnight EST? Like he said he was going to bomb all the stuff by midnight. What midnight was he talking about, V?
You know, that's a good question.
I mean, it makes it nice and vague if he doesn't actually say what midnight it is, doesn't it? It's going to be midnight in June of 2029. You know, like.
Right, exactly.
He said midnight Tuesday. Like what Tuesday? I mean, I'm being kind of silly right now. I'm not talking. I'm not serious right now. We all know he means today. I'm just wondering like which midnight it is.
Yeah, the Chinese and the Russians have already said if there's any sort of operation against Iran, they will enter the fray.
Did they say that? Do you have, where's that? Do you have that now? Not that
no,
I don't
have that. I don't have that now, but I remember reading that.
Yeah, no, I trust you, but
yeah,
you know, our audience likes to see such things.
Yeah,
because so far they've been rather quiet. I'm sure they've been providing them with tech and intel. I mean, we've lost like 9 planes over there.
Mm-hmm. You know. By the way, our USS Gerald Ford has been decommissioned. I mean, it's been taken offline. They brought it back into port for repairs. It's going to be out of commission for an entire year.
Over a laundry room fire.
Laundry fire, you know, the dryer, you know, they got, you know, laundry fire. Yeah, okay.
So I was just so we got a laundry room fire putting the Gerald Ford out of commission,
which is our newest, most advanced $13 billion aircraft carrier. It's done. It's out of commission for an entire year plus.
There's that, and then there's what's the other one? Oh yeah, the Artemis is having problems because their toilets don't work.
Correct.
So we got toilets on our supposed spaceship that's supposedly flying around the moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The toilets don't work. We got a laundry room fire. Can we make anything anymore, V?
No. In fact, you know, all Americans need to know is that during COVID, during 2020, we can barely produce enough toilet paper.
Yeah, well,
that's all you need to know.
If we go through with bombing infrastructure, you better.
All China has to do to end the United States overnight, apart from dumping the dollar, cut off all access to raw materials, rare earths, and strategic metals. We're done overnight. It's over. It's over.
Well, I tell you now, petrodollar is falling apart here. Who was it that said that had to be Russia? Right, all their oil had to be purchased in yuan. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, what percent? Let me look that up. What percent of the world's oil comes from Russia? I bet you it's like 15, 20%.
Yeah, it's a big chunk.
What? I mean, most of it's probably being purchased in yuan anyway, because China buys a ton of it. But what percent of Russia's oil what percent of the world's oil from Russia? Question mark. I bet you it's 15% minimally. Because that's like their main export, if I'm not mistaken. 11 to 12% for crude. No, that's pretty close. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. I mean, if you think about it this way, that's 10% of the purchases now that will definitely be in yuan. Although I'm willing to bet, let's see, how much of Russia's oil is purchased by China? Question mark. Excuse me.
How much is Russia's oil?
How much of Russia's oil is purchased by China?
Probably a good amount. Yeah, look
48 to 52%. So 48 to 52%.
And a lot of that's through pipelines.
48 to 52% is already purchased in terms of yuan. So that's like 5 to 6% of the world's oil already in yuan. Now it's going to be 10 to 11% in yuan. Just and not counting anything else. Now Iran forcing anything going through Hormuz in yuan. And I think what's 20% of the world's oil goes through Hormuz. So they're just chipping away. There's just chip. That's another, now you're talking about 25 to 30% of all oil being bought in yuan. If all the oil going through Hormuz continues to go through, and et cetera, right? What do you have, Melania? What's going on there?
Well, look, 2017, he had his hand on the Bible. Look at the last inauguration. His hand's not on the Bible. Maybe a lot of people are speculating that this is what we're seeing.
Well, it's because JFK Jr. was actually behind them with his hand on the Bible, and he's the real president.
Right, I remember now.
And that book underneath the Bible is Barron's Time Machine instructions.
Barron Time Machine, yes.
Yep.
Barron and the Time Machine. That's exactly what
Lord.
it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we're at least in agreement on today. We're probably not going to see this infrastructure bombing. I just think it's honestly, Suez moment, I think, was Afghanistan. There are those who think that what we did there was strategic rather than a failure. I think it's probably both. This would definitely be the nail in the coffin, this business in Iran. If we can't win, and we can't win. I don't think we can. I think, though, you talked about this recently. The Challenger in 1990 when the Challenger went up and exploded? 89. I think that was the U.S.'s technological Suez moment.
Yes, it was. I have to agree with you. That's a very good point you made.
Yeah,
I think so.
So, that's like the world was watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
God, did you watch that in classroom?
I did. I remember watching it in class as the thing exploded.
Yeah.
Was it 89 or was it 85?
No, it was 89.
Yeah.
It was either 89 or 90.
No, it was 89. I know it was 80.
I was in the fourth grade.
Yeah, it was 89.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember Miss Isles put it up there. Miss Isles was interesting. I had her for 3 years in a row because I was in the gifted program. And she was this like New Yorker, just hard ass teacher. And it was a good thing that she didn't like me. She was a feminist. So she was a feminist New Yorker. And I was like this, white kid. She treated me so like she was mean for like 3 years. And it was a good lesson. It was like, okay, yeah, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to treat you as fair as others. Can you imagine that, dude? Ball busting, very, I don't want to say butch. I don't know that she was, that way, but just that very feminist, like New Yorker teacher that doesn't like you every single day just because of who you are, bro. That's what I had for 3 years. I was an annoyance to her. My existence was an annoyance to her.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. We've come to the end of the show. I want to thank you guys for listening in. We've covered a lot of ground, a lot of videos, shared a lot of perspectives. Again, folks, subscribe, like, comment, share. A lot of you guys that listen and watch us do not subscribe. Please subscribe and also support us by going and clicking the link on the bottom. Support our paid sponsor, AlgoFactory.tech. My God, I'm tongue-tied. With that being said,
sell
Cowboy.
Sell it. Let's
yeah. Cowboy, take it away.